There are a few things I would refuse to do. I've done a lot. Some things I'm not proud of, but I did them anyway, because I had no other choice. Still, there are a few things I would absolutely refuse to do. You see, I'm currently in a city I've been in for a while, and the city itself was already here before I showed up. That is important because it means that they had time to develop a government, develop a way of life, develop a system. My time in the city itself is important because it means I've had time to observe the government, observe the way of life, observe the system. I was an outsider when I came into the city, and that meant I could see the system for what it was, see the government for what they had been doing. In many ways, I'm still an outsider. Or at least, I'm an outsider in the ways that count. All because I absolutely refuse to adhere to their system. They can't see it, they've lived in it so long, they are blind to it. They've lived in it so long, it's the only way they know. But I've traveled, been here and there, near and far, so I know what it is I see before me. I know what is happening before their own eyes. Have you ever seen a group of birds surrounding a single person? At first, you're confused. Why are the birds flocking to this random bystander? Shouldn't they be afraid? Flying away, spreading their wings in an attempt to not get crushed? But they surround the person calmly. It's bizarre to you. That is, until you realize the person is holding bird feed in their hand. The birds are so focused on the food, focused on the idea of a full stomach, focused on themselves, that they excuse the presence of someone much more powerful. They ignore the signals of instinctual danger their body is sending them. They forget the fear of fingers wrapping around their necks. The people in the city were eating out of the government's hand. No fear for the repercussions, no idea of the silent contracts they were signing. No understanding of the danger they were in. And so I stayed away. Stayed an outsider, finding my own figurative food somewhere else. Because there are some things I would refuse to do. Though there is one reason I would ever have for eating out of the person's hand. For coming so close to the danger, for risking it all. It would be for the reciprocated trust. You see, the birds are too blinded by the food to see the danger, so they trust the hand. But the person trusts the food to distract the birds, keep them mellow, easy to manipulate. So the only reason I would ever jump into that hand would be to bite the fingers before flying away.